welcome back to my channel. I want to talk about some recent Love After Lockup updates. First, starting off with Chelsea and Michael. So just a few days ago, I had reported that Michael was arrested after Chelsea claimed that he put hands on her. So he went to jail and he was released from jail yesterday. Chelsea came out and claimed she kicked him out. She broke up with him. She packed up all his stuff. At the time of his arrest, his kids were over at Chelsea's house, so I'm not sure if they're still over there or not. But I ended up talking to one of the girls that Mikey was speaking to, and she told me that a lot of Chelsea's friends were sending her messages, cussing her out. She told me she had spoken with Mikey since his arrest and he was really down and out, and she said there's more to this story, but she said there's only so much Mikey can legally say right now. And according to the arrest report, it says that Michael was arrested on June 9th after he knowingly caused physical harm to a household member, his girlfriend Chelsea. Michael knowingly placed his hands around Chelsea's neck during an argument between the couple, causing redness and irritation, and Michael then proceeded to roughly grab and pull on a necklace on Chelsea's neck before breaking the necklace off. And she claimed in her live that she had like weed in her hand at the time and it was spilled all over the place when he did all this to her, and it was just a big mess altogether. And one of her friends was actually commenting in one of the Facebook groups, and she claims this is the third time that Mikey has allegedly put hands on Chelsea in the past 3 months. Chelsea posted on her Facebook yesterday that she packed up Mikey's stuff and she appreciated all the love and support that she had gotten. She said she received hundreds of messages and she was going to slowly message everyone back a few messages at a time. And Michael got out and he posted, "I'm so hurt, it's that simple." And this one dude named Jeff, he ended up commenting on Michael's status and he said, "Dude, you should have ran away last week when she texted you at work and threatened to call the police, make up stuff to get you locked up. I can't believe she actually did all that just to keep all that stuff you bought and the work you put into her house the last month. She definitely has filed more false police reports on dudes than every chick I know put together. Keep your head up." And that kind of sounds like, I'm assuming that's probably one of Mikey's friends or someone he works with since he knows about this. Then Chelsea posted earlier, "I won't be on this Facebook account anymore. I'll be using my other account." And she says, "I'm not going to have fans screenshot everything I post and then send it to someone else." Then Mikey posted 5 filtered pictures of himself and he said, "I got bored and I took some pics. You can tell I've been stressed out. It's written all over my face." And apparently there's been problems between Mikey and Chelsea for a hot minute now. I guess he was living on a trailer on her property because they couldn't even be in the same house together because they were fighting so much. Mikey has a court date coming up here towards the end of June, and I will be following that and definitely keep you guys updated. And now I want to talk about Jade. So she has been hinting that her husband Chris is going to be getting out of prison soon for a while, but she didn't have an exact date, and she finally revealed on TikTok the other day that Chris will be getting out November 15th. And I wonder if Love After Lockup's going to end up bringing them back. Like, I honestly thought they were really boring when they were on Love During Lockup. If WeTV is making us suffer through having to sit through Letitia next season, I wouldn't be shocked if they end up bringing Jade back once Chris is released. And Eris recently got baptized and said she is starting a new journey with God, so congratulations to her. And it was probably like a week or two ago, I think it was probably about 2 weeks ago now, I had talked about in a video how Dylan was arrested. So he ended up getting arrested and he was in jail, and it didn't say exactly why he was in jail, but now I have more details. So according to the Chicago Police Department, he was arrested on Wednesday, June 5th at 7:30 in the morning. So this boy was up early, up to some shenanigans. And he was arrested for burglary and tampering with a section fire life system. I don't have any details beyond that, but I just wanted to update you guys on what exactly he was arrested for. He is now out. He has an upcoming court date for these charges. And now I want to talk about Lindsey. So it was probably about 3-4 months ago. I was one of the first to break the story that Lindsey was dating this guy who was in prison. Here is a picture of him, and he photoshopped her into the picture. He's 43 years old. He goes by William, but his first name is John, and she decided to finally post him on her Instagram. So here's a screenshot of a video call they're doing, and she put the text, "How many people were pissed when you got together?" and made this into a little reel on Instagram. And he changed his cover photo on Facebook to a picture of her in a bikini. And then he decided to propose to Lindsey on Facebook the other day. He tagged a picture of a diamond ring and said, "I love and cherish you with my heart and soul. I wish to spend the rest of my life with you through the good times and bad. And in sickness and healthy days, I want your face to be the face I wake up to and fall asleep to every night." And he asked her to marry him, and she said yes. Her man is a career criminal, and some of the charges will shock you. So he was arrested in December 2020. And this man was arrested for multiple charges. He was arrested for disorderly conduct, failure to comply, and then he was arrested for putting his hands on someone, which was a domestic case, a DV case, and then he got another DV case, and then he got a charge for harassing someone over the telephone. It kind of seems like he had a drinking problem in the past because he had multiple charges for being intoxicated in public, and then he got arrested back in 2016 for beating somebody up, and then he got another public drunk charge, a burglary charge of somebody's house, and then he was arrested in 2011 for DV once again and putting his hands on someone and causing physical fear. And he was arrested and he had a $3,000 bond. And then he was arrested again in 2008 for DV, putting his hands on another girl that he was with. So this has been an ongoing pattern. And he was arrested again in 2007 for a probation violation. DV, profanity in a public place, disorderly conduct, failure to obey law enforcement, and he got 2 disorderly conduct charges. And then he was arrested for DV in 2007 again. So this man has a pattern of putting his hands on women and multiple women. And then he was arrested for public drunkenness, like I said, another drinking charge, a felon in possession of a firearm. Then he was arrested in 2005, and look at his mugshot. He's got blood all over his face. And he was arrested for disturbing the peace, harassing phone calls, DV, putting his hands on someone, and it was a 24-hour rule, disorderly conduct, and failure to obey law enforcement, and resisting arrest. So this man has a pattern of getting arrested for being drunk in public, getting arrested for harassing people over the phone, getting arrested for guns, but the worst of all them is how many DV charges he has. Like, you know, sometimes maybe you may have 1 or 2, and who knows, there's always 3 sides to every single story. But if you have that many, like there's literally probably at least 10, I just counted out. That is a problem right there. And that man obviously either has a hatred for women or he has some obvious anger issues that are very scary. It makes me scared for Lindsey, and I'm shocked that she has to know about his charges. And like, I was kind of thinking, you know, maybe this is her trying to get back on the show. You know, she could get on Love during Lockup, or, you know, be on the show once he gets out since he's in prison. But with his past, I don't see WeTV wanting anything to do with him. There's a lot of things I can look past. I can look past the firearm charges. I can look past the being drunk in public charges, but it is just hard to look past all the DV and harassing charges. Like, this man sounds like a danger to society, or at least to women. He's 43, and he was just out of prison back in 2020. So what? He was like 39, 40 at that time, and he was still very heavily involved in the criminal lifestyle and still putting his hands on women at that time. So I don't know if this man is ever going to stop if he's still 40 and doing this crap. Like, he's been doing this all his life since 2006. And still doing it just as of 3 years ago. And the only reason he hasn't done it since is because he's been locked up. But that is it for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think about everything we talked about in this video in the comments below. Check out my lashes at AccordingtoAmber.com. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.